you for logging on to this broadcast of high school sports on WellsCountyVoice.com. WellsCountyVoice.com, an online service that allows fans and parents to watch high school sports live anywhere and anytime that's convenient for your schedule. As always, we encourage you to go to the games and support the students, but when you simply can't, we're glad you're here with us. This broadcast wouldn't be possible without the support of the sponsors you hear throughout the game, so please support these businesses whenever you can. Now, sit back and enjoy the game.
Live from Bob Strait Court inside Huntington North Arena, it's a Northeast State title on the line tonight, featuring the Norwell Knights, ranked number 8 in Class 3A, and the Huntington North Vikings. Good evening, friends, and welcome aboard. I'm Derek Decker. So glad you could join us here tonight from North Arena here inside our Billy Ann's Supper Pub pregame show. Norwell taking on Huntington North in what is almost an annual dandy between these two ball clubs. These two teams battle it out each and every year in the final conference game. Last year was a 3-point contest. Huntington North falling 57-54. It's about as even as it gets when you look at the series history. Norwell leads the series against Huntington Huntington North leads the series against Norwell 12-11. In any case, we're due for a dandy again here tonight. These two teams are about as evenly matched as it comes. When you look at the computer tonight as well, the computer favors Huntington North by just a couple points. A lot is on the line tonight. Norwell can clinch a share at least of the conference title. If they win tonight, they guarantee a share, but there's still an outside scenario where they could win the Northeast State title outright with a Leo loss here in the next 2 weeks. Leo plays tomorrow night at Columbia City, and then they play DeKalb next Saturday after everybody else has already wrapped up their conference slate. So that will play a factor into how the conference shakes out this year, but nonetheless, this Norwell team has by far exceeded expectations, considering they went 10-14 last season overall. They went just 3-4 in the league. They're 5-1 coming into tonight in the Northeast State. The lone blemish against the Leo Lions, but the Lions were defeated by New Haven, obviously, in that upset, as all you know, in the Northeast State. So that's why the conference is wide open at this point. This Norwell team has won 5 consecutive games. This is a team that continues to look better and better with time each and every night. You look at them and, man, you think they improve every night. They're coming off a win against Heritage on Monday night, 85-58, where they put up 28 points in the first quarter, 37 in the second half, and they shot 13 out of 19 from the three-point line, including 63% from the field overall. They made their first 9 shots of the game. They got 36 points from Luke McBride. I mean, it was quite impressive from the Norwell team against a down Heritage squad this season. Huntington North, meanwhile, has won 4 in a row. They've won 8 out of their last 9. So intriguing team as well when you look at this one. Huntington North coming off a 71-64 win over New Haven. The Bulldogs came into North Arena. Huntington North controlled the first half in that one, and then New Haven had a chance. They pulled back to within a few points down the stretch, and the Vikings outlasted them. Nice crowd on hand here tonight, as expected on this Friday night. A lot of stuff going on here at Huntington North tonight. We're being treated to a pregame performance, but good student sections on both sides. A really nice Norwell crowd made the 30-minute trip from Ossian, and we're set for a good one here tonight. We'll take a timeout. We'll return with the balance of our Billy Ann's Supper Pub pregame show after this on WellsCountyVoice.com, part of the Voice Sports Network and the IHSAA Champions Network.
In business since 1981, Barkley Builders has been building residential homes and commercial projects in Northeast Indiana, taking pride in building their clients the best project for their budget. With interaction between clients, vendors, and trade contractors, Barkley Builders meets the needs of homeowners to build their forever home. At Barkley Builders, it's all about you. It's your heart and your soul at the center of every design decision made. Josh and his team are poised to build the home you've always wanted. It isn't just a home, it's your forever home. Contact Barkley Builders at 260-622-7674. That's 622-7674, or find them on Facebook at Barkley Builders, Inc. Let Barkley Builders get started on your Barkley Built Forever home.
Did you sprain your ankle playing with your kids last night? Have you had a nagging pain while training for an upcoming race? Or do you have an upcoming surgery? Indiana Physical Therapy understands how important and valuable your time is to you. At Indiana Physical Therapy, we can schedule you within 24 hours at any of our 19 convenient clinics. With trusted results, you can count on Indiana Physical Therapy to get you better, faster. You don't need a referral from your doctor, and all insurances are accepted, including Anthem. IPT is your choice for physical therapy. So what are you waiting for? Call Indiana Physical Therapy right now at 260-209-2464 to schedule an appointment, or go online to indianapt.com. Indiana Physical Therapy, where people go to get better.
When looking to sell or buy a home in Wells County, it's so important to work with an experienced full-time agent from the local area. I'm Bev Grish, and I'm beginning my 24th year helping families in the real estate business and would love to guide your family through the process. When you choose to work with a local agent who knows the Wells County market, you are a step ahead. I have built good working relationships with local lenders, realtors, inspectors, contractors, and appraisers, and it helps the process go smoothly. Whether you are buying your first home, a larger home, investment property, dream home, selling a long-time family business, or downsizing into retirement, I'm here to help. Heartfelt thanks for supporting me 24 years in the real estate business I truly love. Bev Sells Wells at 466-1822.
Cleaning One Incorporated, your cleaning specialist. They offer a great variety of cleaning services, commercial cleaning, cleaning windows, strip and wax floors, clean carpets, complete sanitizing of facilities, floor repair or replacement. They will also schedule a PM maintenance program.
At Cleaning One, your security is their top priority. They do a complete background check on each of their employees so you can feel good about letting them into your homes. For more information, give Rob a call at 260-409-2564 or give Bob a call, 260-403-7676. Or you can simply send them an email at officeonecleaning@yahoo.com.
Cleaning One Incorporated, your cleaning specialists.
At Corrective Chiropractic, we offer individualized treatment plans for patients of all ages, from infants to elderly, and even during pregnancy. Have you ever experienced a workplace, sports, or auto accident, or just suffer from chronic pain? Corrective Chiropractic can help. Knee, neck, shoulder, or back pain, headaches, migraines, allergies, muscular tension. Corrective Chiropractic can help. I'm Dr. Josh Bell from Corrective Chiropractic. We welcome patients from Bluffton, Yoder, Decatur, Bern, Montpelier, and the surrounding areas. Schedule your appointment today at 260-353-1400 and let Corrective Chiropractic help you along your journey to health and wellness. Corrective Chiropractic, 360 North Main Street, Suite A, Dutch Mill Plaza. Feel and function better.
Hello, Tim Steffen Financial Group. It's been said nothing is certain except change. We must adapt to change to stay safe and move forward. What changes have there been in your life? At Steffen Financial Group, we would like to work with you and help with your future planning. Call me, Tim Steffen, or Michelle Stoller, 260-824-8175. Steffen Financial Group, 110 West Cherry Street, Bluffton, Indiana. Retirement, investments, savings plans. Steffen Financial Group can also assist with your personalized Medicare supplement, health, life, and long-term care plans. 260-824-8175. Steffen Financial Group. Solid planning, local service, professional advice.
Securities and advisory services offered through LPL Financial, a registered investment advisor, member FINRA and SIPC.
Is filled with fabulous golf courses that offer a variety of experiences and are as diverse and distinct as the regions they're in. And there is one right here in your backyard that you shouldn't miss. Green Valley Golf Club, located at 2635 East, 150 North in Bluffton. You deserve a little time on the greens, so book your tee time, brush off your spikes, and get ready to play. Green Valley Golf Club, located at 2635 East, 150 North in Bluffton, just east of the Stone Quarry.
Head on out to Green Valley to hit some balls on their driving range or putting green. Call 824-4510 to reserve your tee time. Green Valley, where your friends play.
Back here at North Arena inside Bob Strait Court here tonight as we get set for this conference rivalry game between Norwell and Huntington North. About half hour separates these two schools on 224. Should be a good one here tonight. We mentioned the rivalry, and out of the 23 contests over the last number of years, Huntington North has won 12. Norwell's won 11 of them. The Vikings come in at 12-5 tonight and 4-2 in the Northeast State, and obviously they still have a chance, and they're going to need a Leo loss and a little help here, but they've got a chance still to win the Northeast State. Let's join the Huntington North Viking Pep Band with tonight's national anthem.
As the Huntington North High School Pep Band leads us in honoring America with the playing of our national anthem.
Outstanding job here tonight by the Huntington North Viking Pep Band. Let's get you set now with tonight's starting lineups. We start with the visiting who come into tonight ranked 8th in Class 3A, a record of 16-3 and 5-1 in the Northeast State Conference. Starting at guard, it's Leighton Bailey, 5'11 junior, alongside 6'2 junior Luke McBride. At forward, Parker, a 6'3 junior. At forward, Luke Grass, 1 junior. And at center, Brody Bolin, a 6'3 junior. Norwell comes into tonight under Mike McBride in his 6th season, a record of 89-51 at Norwell. Spent 12 years at Cherubusco and 208 career wins. Norwell averages 60 a night and gives up 51. Now for the Huntington North Vikings, who come in at 12-5, a 4-2 record in the Northeast State Conference here tonight, and a win could keep them alive in the Northeast State race if Leo loses. Starting at guard, it's Zach Sr. alongside Ashton Hostler, a 5'11 senior. At forward, Will Hotchkiss, a 6'5 senior. Wyatt Dorman, a second forward, a 6-foot senior. And the third forward, Cam McCarver, a 5'11 senior. Craig Teagle's in his 7th year at Huntington North, a record of 107-56, 433 career victories in 30 seasons overall. Spent time at Caston, Knox, and 17 years at Jay County. All right, the introductions are going on right now, and we'll get you set for what's going on here this evening. We'll take a short break while they introduce the rest of the starters and come right back on The Voice.
Bluffton Roofing Incorporated prides themselves on developing a long-term relationship with their customers, listening to their needs, and suggesting the proper course of action, be it preventative maintenance, repair, or replacement. Bluffton Roofing and owner James Worth are GAF certified and are certified weather stopper roofing contractors. Bluffton Roofing is fully insured, protecting you and your home. Call 824-3564 or 307-6313. Bluffton Roofing Incorporated. Quality first home improvements.
At the YMCA, their mission is to build healthy spirit, mind, and body for all. Physical activity is one of the best things you can do to improve your health. It is vital for healthy aging and can reduce the burden of chronic diseases and prevent early death. According to the CDC, active people generally live longer and are at less risk for serious health problems like heart disease, type 2 diabetes, obesity, and some cancers. For people with chronic diseases, physical activity can help manage these conditions. Visit fwymca.org to learn more.
Nick Huffman, a Bluffton High School graduate, is ready to help you buy, sell, or build your dream home. If you're ready to start a new chapter in your life, now's the time. With historic low interest rates, houses are moving at lightning speed. Whether you need single-family, multifamily, agricultural, commercial, property management, mixed use, or land development, give Nick a call or text at 827-8255 or send him a message on Facebook at Real Estate by Nick Huffman. Nick is located at the Steffen Group at 107 West Market Street in Bluffton. His number again is 827-8255.
Back inside North Arena here at Huntington North High School. Bob Straight Court, Norwell and Huntington North about to tip it off. Outstanding introductions, joined now by my broadcast partner Noah Tobias here tonight. Welcome back to the broadcast. I know you're excited for this one. Just saw a really good JV game here tonight. Huntington North is going for the clean sweep, but a lot on the line here tonight at North Arena.
Yeah, tonight Norwell, they could definitely clinch this NE8 title, at least a share of the title. And I mean, this should be a really great game. I've watched Huntington North play a couple of different times this year, and everything has kind of led to this moment for the Knights.
And the Vikings win the tip here. Off we go. Keith Denlinger, Kyle Hunt, and Steve Skiles are three officials here tonight for this pivotal Northeast 8 Conference game. Norwell and Huntington have battled it out the last couple of times over here at North Arena. Last year, Norwell won by 3, clinging on to a lead 57-54 despite 25 fourth quarter points from Huntington North. This is a veteran-run Viking group. That 3 in and out from Zach Hubbard. This is a group that shoots it over 40% from distance. In fact, both of these teams are over 40% from 3 coming into tonight, although Norwell takes a much higher volume than Huntington North.
Yeah, Norwell, man, they have done a great job all season long just to stay hot, and there's a turnover by McBride.
And a good stupid score for Zach Hubbard. Hubbard had 16 against the Knights last year, and he's really the only guy that comes back with a lot of returning production from that squad last year for the Vikings. Parker off the heel on the 3, boarded by Will Hotchkiss for the Vikes.
And trust me, it makes a difference that they are playing here at Huntington North. I mean, this crowd, they know what is on the line for the Knights, and so they needed to come out here to support their team.
Yeah, there's no question about it, too. Huntington North is a much better team at home than they are on the road. 12-5 on the season, but they've only lost in this building a couple of times. One of those was to a very good 4A power in Snyder in the Huntington North Holiday Tournament. First free throw is good for Zach Hubbard. Averages 17 points a night and 5 boards. Leads the team in both of those categories.
I mean, I think I would want to play a little bit better playing it in this arena. I mean, this is one of my favorite places to officiate and watch a basketball game.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a lot of fun. Of course, Norwell played in the semi-state here in 2012, and great atmosphere then. This is a gym that can get very loud, and there are a good number of folks in attendance here tonight. Bolin trying to front the post, and McCarver fell out of bounds, stepped on the baseline. It's energetic in here. The Norwell students are along the baseline here closest to us, just outside the view. And the Huntington North with a strong contingent as well across the way.
Well, and the fact that Norwell has a student section during a game that's not at their home turf, again, they know what's on the line as well, and so they wanted to come out and support their team.
But it's a 3-0 start. Huntington North on top here early. Norwell having a turnover on their first possession, then Parker missed a 3. Leighton Bailey streaking to the rim, and he is clobbered and headed to the stripe.
Leighton Bailey, he's so quick with that first step. I mean, whenever you're thinking about somebody who drives the ball, you have to be quick on that first step, and he does such a great job on that.
Bailey is an outstanding free throw shooter, 86%, and misses the first one. This is a team, Noah, that shoots at 80% as a group. Now, the reason for that is because their top 3 guards shoot it most of the time, but 80% is an outrageous clip for a team. Bailey splits the pair. Almost 2 minutes in here on this Friday night. Norwell trailing 3-1 here on the road. This Knights team looking for their first conference title in several seasons. This is a group that obviously took a lot off of the talent that they had 2 years ago where they won the league in 2020. COVID-shortened season. Ball loose again. Really physical start for both teams as Graft hits the floor. A couple of Vikings do as well. It's a tie-up. and it will go back to Norwell. And though these are two teams that pride themselves on being physical basketball teams, and that's showing up early.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, when you think of Mike McBride, I mean, one thing that he brought more of whenever he came into the Norwell program is more intensity.
Right.
I mean, Randy Hawkins, don't get me wrong, he definitely brought the intensity with how he dealt with his players, but at the same time, Mike McBride does an unbelievable job of bringing that.
Deep three for Bailey drops, and Norwell has their first lead.
And you were just curious on how long it was going to take for Norwell to make that first three because, you know, they missed a couple there at the beginning, but now hopefully they'll get on that run that they've been hoping for.
Yeah, a lot of times it takes a little moment or two to break the ice on the road when you're playing. I mean, this is almost like a sectional game with what's on the line here tonight. Turnaround, no good from Hotchkiss, but a foul on the rebound against Luke Graff, and 2 foul shots coming for Cam McCarver.
Whenever that ball is up high up, there's a huge tendency for players to just go swatting at it, and it's pretty easy for an official to kind of pick that out.
McCarver misses the first one, 63% free throw shooter. Has offers to play football from both Anderson and Shrine, although has not made a decision yet on his collegiate expedient. A senior for this group, and he missed them both.
I think every free throw is going to make the difference here for this game because John Harrell predicted that this was going to be a 2-point ball game. Now, John Harrell hasn't had his reputation hold him up this year, but we'll have to see with McBride making yet another three.
And
I guess his first three.
McBride, Noah, 6 of 6 from distance against Heritage. All 6 threes in the second half. He had 30 points in the final 16 minutes of that game. Reverse layup no good from Hubbard. Norwell pushing the pace here, leading by 4. And Bailey trying to probe and find space. Bailey hesitation, knocked off balance. They'll wave the bucket off. And Norwell will have it on the baseline underneath. Foul against Huntington's Ashton Hosler.
And champion number 10, Ashton Hosler. Austin Oswald reports into the Viking lineup. It'll be Knight's ball.
Huntington North will replace Hotchkiss with Oswald, who just checked in, but they take a size hit in that category. Just talking before the game with a couple of folks from Huntington North about the size issues. These are 2 undersized ball clubs, but they're both right in the thick of things in the Northeast State. It really goes to show, it speaks a lot about both the head coaches that are very experienced and understand what they get out of their ball clubs.
Yeah, I mean, when you're playing up against a team like Leo, I mean, you have a couple of pretty big guys, 6'5", 6'7", I believe.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just a really tough ask
Yeah, right.
for somebody like, for Norwell, number 40, Brody Bullen. I mean, to go up against him, but the thing is, with Brody, he's so stocky and so wide, it's like it adds 5 inches to his height.
Right. Obviously, a lot of this Norwell group has football background. This is one of the most physical teams in the area. They will body you up, and they do a good job without fouling as well.
Well, and it is also interesting, with each official, they have a line. Not every official has the same line, so it's good to see that they are letting them play down under, especially tonight with everything that's on the line for the Knights.
7-6 as Zach Hubbard has all 6 for the Vikes. Both teams have opened up shooting a reasonable percentage here tonight, and that's a second consecutive Norwell turnover. Leads to a run-out basket for Wyatt Dorman, and Huntington is back on top.
It's kind of a couple of silly possessions for Norwell. I mean, again, it's early on in this game. We'll have to see if they can tighten it up, but just a couple of silly mistakes that, again, if you're talking about a 2-point game, could kind of cost you down the line.
And they've given up 3 turnovers in this first quarter already, and a team that's really done a nice job taking care of the ball. Averaged just 10 turnovers a game. Huntington has struggled in that category, averaging 14 turnovers a game in their last 5. Parker's cut off on the baseline and a bump called against Cam McCarver. And Norwell will enter the subs here This is kind of the rotation they've been using, although they will not use Cohen Bailey at the present time. They'll enter John Colbert and Ashton Fetterspiel to replace Graft and Bolin. And Hotchkiss is back in for the Vikings.
Yeah, so now with Brody being out, it's going to be interesting to see what Norwell is going to be able to do to match up with Hotchkiss.
Ran the lob for Parker, but he missed the tap. And Ashton Hosler has the rebound for the Vikings. Huntington North leading 8-7. Norwell is led by as many as 4. Vikings led for the first couple of minutes and now have regained the advantage here at North Arena. Another loose ball and a turnover. Really has not been the cleanest first quarter for either side. For both these teams that are really known for being disciplined clubs. But you can kind of see the patient offense developing. Bailey has it stripped, and charging is Oswald, and McBride gets away with some contact, no foul called. That irritates some Viking fans. Bailey found by McBride in the corner and rains down a 3.
Bailey looked over at the Viking student section, and I don't know if he stared at him for just a second or what happened, but those Huntington North students, they can do a good job of getting under some players' skins.
7 first quarter points for Leighton Bailey. It's been the Bailey and Hubbard show thus far. They tried to loop it into Hotchkiss, but that pass was errant, picked up by John Colbert, and the Knights have it up 2 with a minute left in the quarter.
Again, just exactly what you were saying earlier, Derek. I mean, just some silly things by both teams. I mean, that pass was way off the mark.
I think Norwell's going to be patient here, and Huntington North will let them do that. This is so interesting and fascinating to watch. Huntington beat New Haven 71-64. They scored 78 against East Noble earlier this season and did not attempt a 3 in the game. So it's just a dynamic group that can play a couple of different ways. This Norwell team obviously scored 85 on Monday night, but this typically is a game that doesn't get out of the 40s. And it's just the way that these two teams play. They're both willing to be patient, both defensive-minded teams. 15 seconds left. Ball might not leave McBride's hands again, as he's the end of quarter shot player for Norwell. McBride trying to attack, shake and bake, gives it up. Bailey from the corner, and he missed everything this time. That wasn't that far off from going in. And Zach Hubbard's 3 is no good. And the first quarter comes to an end. Entertaining first 8 minutes here at Huntington North. Norwell leading by 2 on the Voice.
Good evening, Norwell basketball fans. My name is Nathan Shelton. As an advisor at Shelton Financial Group, the thing I enjoy most is talking to our clients about what matters to them. As our clients prepare for and enjoy retirement, some enjoy spending time with their grandkids, some prefer to travel the world, and for others, it's giving of time and resources. As you think of and prepare for your retirement, we'd love to talk with you either virtually or in person at one of our office locations in Ossian or Fort Wayne. You can also call us at 260-436-7006. Nathan Shelton, investment advisor representative of USA Financial Securities, member FINRA SIPC, a registered investment advisor.
Back here at North Arena, Derek Decker with Noah Tobias. So glad you could be along for the ride here tonight. Norwell leading by a deuce. Not the cleanest first quarter, but Norwell getting a couple of threes from Leighton Bailey to push him over the edge and have the advantage.
Yeah, Leighton Bailey is starting off fairly strong, which, again, for the Knights is definitely a great thing, just because nobody's really stood out. But honestly, whenever you think about the Norwell offense, nobody's really had a chance to stand out because, again, slow start for both teams, a few silly turnovers here and there. We'll have to see if in the second quarter both teams can kind of shape some things up.
Kick off the second quarter. Vikings have the basketball. Cohen Bailey is in for Norwell here out of the timeout. And this is now 3 subs on the floor for Norwell and only 2 starters. Parker, Graft, and Bolin getting a rest on Norwell's 8-man bench. A 3-man bench, I guess, 8-player rotation, if you will. Although Gavin Hepner and Cade Shelton are down there dressed for varsity tonight as well. Baseline jumper for Hubbard. It's off the front of the rim, and a great rebound by Ashton Fetterspiel going on over the top without making contact. And the Knights will regroup here, leading by a deuce. Expect to continue to see patient possessions. Both these teams will play man most of the night. Not a lot of zone liked by either Mike McBride or Craig Teagle. Teagle really established his culture and what he wanted to build for those 17 years down at Jay County, and then came to Huntington North and has led this program to a lot of good wins. They were 12-7 last year. They were in a similar spot as Norwell, went just 3-4 in the league. Colbert doesn't take very many threes. In fact, he's only attempted 3 all year, and he misses that one. The Vikings cleaning up the rebound.
He was wide open, so it's not like it was a terrible shot, but I mean, again, he hasn't really been in a lot of those situations this year, and that's probably why they played so far off of him.
Back cut on a wheel play for Zach Hubbard to tie the game at 10. He's got 8 first-half points. Really like the action there. That was a kind of a classic set play that they ran from the top to start off that possession. McBride trying to create some space. Bailey turns the corner, dumped it off for his brother, but it got poked away. And Eric Hosler, who's into the game for the first time, comes up with a loose ball for Huntington North. 2 minutes into the second quarter, tied at 10. Low-scoring game here, evolving at North Arena. Through contact, Hubbard again, and he's already into double figures. Had 16 against the Knights last year and has taken over this game for Huntington North early on.
Yeah, I think Hubbard knows that he's hot, and so that's why he felt so confident just going up against McBride there in that last possession.
Well, he's definitely their best playmaker. Again, 17 points a game. Leads the team in minutes as well with 28. Bailey turns it over again. And the turnovers are starting to pile up a little bit for Norwell.
I haven't said that a whole lot this season.
Not
for
at all.
Norwell.
It has not been a trademark of this team.
This is definitely a good game from Norwell, just going into as we're getting closer to sectional time. I mean, coming up with a couple of big games here late in this season really makes you think, okay, what do you want out of this season?
Good steal on the dig by Cohen Bailey as McCarver was posting up on the block. Cohen Bailey putting on the moves, and a block is called against the Vikings, against Zach Hubbard, and that's the second foul on Hubbard. That's a big one.
Yeah, that's huge, especially because Hubbard is basically all of the Vikings scoring right now.
All right, 2 subs for Huntington North in Hosler and Dorman. Also Dylan Trout into the game for the first time.
Okay, so now we're going to have to see what is Huntington North going to do to replace Hubbard.
Yeah, the only other guy with the bucket's Dorman, and that was on a breakaway layup.
Yep.
12-10 Vikings. Cohen Bailey's the only bench player on the floor right now for Norwell. Hop through the lane. Parker blocked. Graff gets the rebound, and he will score it. A chance at 3 for Luke Graff.
You know what? Sometimes whenever you get hit, you just kind of do what a quarterback does whenever you know that there's a flag on the defense. You just kind of throw it up, say a prayer. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't.
Well, and Graff plays with the physicality, obviously, of a football player as well. Has a future in that at the college level. Graff struggles at the line, though, and misses it short, so we remain knotted at 12. Several ties and lead changes already in this first half, even though there haven't been many points. It has been entertaining thus far. Dorman takes a look at the basket. And they'll swing it around the perimeter. Norwell defending tightly, but again, a patient offense in Huntington North. You'll hear us talk about that a lot tonight. Hosler back with the basketball, and now it's Oswalt. And having trouble getting free on this possession. This has been one of Norwell's best defensive sets here so far. Hosler sees an opening and knocks in a 3. Eric Hosler, he hasn't made many. He's only made 8 all year. He's already got his average, and it's a 3-point Vike lead.
Yeah, I'm sure Hosler was definitely glad to see that one go through, as really they're just trying to find their rhythm still on the offensive side. I mean, you haven't really seen any consistency other than Hubbard.
Long bounce pass along the baseline from McBride to Parker, and they play catch with it. McBride is defended tightly by Hosler. That's a big ask of the junior Eric Hosler. Graff tries to throw it off to Oswalt and does. and it will bounce out of bounds. It'll stay with the Knights. Back in is Hotchkiss for Huntington North and Leighton Bailey back in for Norwell. So all 5 starters are on the floor for the Knights, and all the starters on the floor for Huntington North, or 3 of them rather. Hostler and Oswald are in there, and Hubbard and McCarver are on the bench.
It would definitely be good for Norwell to get a basket right here, just because since Huntington North got one on the other end, you want to stay hot. You want to still have some confidence, and that pass was very dangerous.
And McBride's only taken, what, 1 shot in this first half?
Yep, and he missed that 3.
Oh, Bailey sticks it from the volleyball line straight away, and he is carrying Norwell in this first half. 3 triples.
That's also one of those shots where you, as a coach, are going, what are you doing? And then it goes through and you go, okay, that's fine.
And if you can make that shot, it is undefendable.
Yep.
You can't stop it. That was off a Dorman last, and Huntington's close to out of bounds. Mike McBride is pointing that out, and it indeed will go to Norwell on the turnover.
It will be Knights ball in the backcourt.
I think this is a big possession for Norwell. You know, again, trying to find their footing. You can get a little push and try to find any separation going into halftime. That can play a big role just for the mentality going into the break.
Yeah, and I know, McBride's only taking up 1 shot, but you're kind of wondering, okay, is he kind of holding back right now? But at the same time, he's doing a really good job passing the ball. But at some point, McBride is going to get hot. He's going to start to take over the game at some point. But right now, Leighton Bailey, he's been doing a great job.
Inside 2 minutes, Parker missed that 3 from the corner, and Bolin cleaned up the long rebound. Parker had 18 points in the first quarter Monday night. Ref gets called for an offensive foul, and a nice sell job by Hostler on the baseline, and that's partially the result of being as physical player as he is, and that's 2 on Luke Raff.
Yeah, and that's going to be a tough one, especially for Norwell to swallow. I mean, definitely heard it from the fans.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of Norwell fans here tonight. Short trip from Ossian.
But the thing is that, Norwell's always traveled well. It doesn't matter, especially as we're getting later into the season. Yeah. Norwell fans knows how good their basketball team is this year. All the support from the Norwell community is out showing tonight.
They find Hotchkiss trying to post up Parker. Bolin comes in with the dig and turns it over. And the turnover numbers, both coaches are going to sit at halftime and say this is way more than we would have liked.
Yeah, Hotchkiss, he just held the ball for too long. Right now with Norwell, their off-ball defense, the person who's guarding somebody off the ball, has been doing a great job being aware of where the ball is at all times. And that's how they've gotten a few of their steals tonight.
McBride gets open, pulls the trigger, misses off the heel. Rebound to McCarver. And I'm guessing Huntington North will hold for the final shot.
Again, just so strange to see McBride not able to hit that here, where that's usually his spot. Top of the key, everything. Top of the free throw line, or three-point line.
Yeah, and that was off the dribble, so it wasn't necessarily in rhythm, but he can knock down those shots as well. 10 seconds left in the quarter. Norwell's got fouls to give. McBride defending, and he gets called for the walk. I thought McBride swatted at him and tried to foul him, but Hostler gets called for steps, and Norwell will get one final look.
That was pretty huge. Now, there's only 3.8 seconds left, but I think that's too much time for Norwell.
Oh, yeah, there's too many shot makers on the floor right now for them not to get a good look. McBride curling downhill, gives it up. Bailey gets it off and hits it at the buzzer. Leighton Bailey with 13 first-half points, and he sends Norwell into the break-up 3.
Was not sure if he was going to get that one off in time, as that extra pass from McBride. He flung it over to him, but the release from Bailey was pretty quick.
Isn't that amazing, too? I mean, everybody in the building think McBride's going to take that shot, and he gives it up to Bailey on the wing, who's wide open, and he hits another one. What an end to the first half. Norwell leading 18-15. Conference title on the line tonight here in North Arena. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this on WellsCountyVoice.com, part of the Voice Sports Network and the IHSAA Champions Network.
Good evening, Norwell basketball fans. My name is Nathan Shelton. As an advisor at Shelton Financial Group, the thing I enjoy most is talking to our clients about what matters to them. As our clients prepare for and enjoy retirement, some enjoy spending time with their grandkids, some prefer to travel the world, and for others, it's giving of time and resources. As you think of and prepare for your retirement, we'd love to talk with you either virtually or in person at one of our office locations in Ossian or Fort Wayne. You can also call us at 260-436-7006. Nathan Shelton, investment advisor representative of USA Financial Securities, member FINRA SIPC, a registered investment advisor.
Cleaning One Incorporated, your cleaning specialists. They offer a great variety of cleaning services, commercial cleaning, cleaning windows, strip and wax floors, clean carpets, complete sanitizing of facilities, floor repair or replacement. They will also schedule a PM maintenance program.
At Cleaning One, your security is their top priority. They do a complete background check on each of their employees so you can feel good about letting them into your homes. For more information, give Rob a call at 260-409-2564 or give Bob a call, 260-403-7676. Or you can simply send them an email at officeonecleaning@yahoo.com.
Cleaning One Incorporated, your cleaning specialists.
In business since 1981, Barkley Builders has been building residential homes and commercial projects in Northeast Indiana, taking pride in building their clients the best project for their budget. With interaction between clients, vendors, and trade contractors, Barkley Builders meets the needs of homeowners to build their forever home. At Barkley Builders, it's all about you. It's your heart and your soul at the center of every design decision made. Josh and his team are poised to build the home you've always wanted. It isn't just a home, it's your forever home. Contact Barkley Builders at 260-622-7674. That's 622-7674. Or find them on Facebook at Barkley Builders, Inc. Let Barkley Builders get started on your Barkley Built Forever home.
Did you sprain your ankle playing with your kids last night? Have you had a nagging pain while training for an upcoming race? Or do you have an upcoming surgery? Indiana Physical Therapy understands how important and valuable your time is to you. At Indiana Physical Therapy, we can schedule you within 24 hours at any of our 19 convenient clinics. With trusted results, you can count on Indiana Physical Therapy to get you better, faster. You don't need a referral from your doctor, and all insurances are accepted, including Anthem. IPT is your choice for physical therapy. So what are you waiting for? Call Indiana Physical Therapy right now at 260-209-2464 to schedule an appointment, or go online to indianapt.com. Indiana Physical Therapy, where people go to get better.
When looking to sell or buy a home in Wells County, it's so important to work with an experienced full-time agent from the local area. I'm Bev Grish, and I'm beginning my 24th year helping families in the real estate business and would love to guide your family through the process. When you choose to work with a local agent who knows the Wells County market, you are a step ahead. I have built good working relationships with local lenders, realtors, inspectors, contractors, and appraisers, and it helps the process go smoothly. Whether you are buying your first home, a larger home, investment property, dream home, selling a long-time family business, or downsizing into retirement, I'm here to help. Heartfelt thanks for supporting me 24 years in the real estate business I truly love. Bev sells Wells at 466-1822.
Hello, Tim Steffen Financial Group. It's been said nothing is certain except change. We must adapt to change to stay safe and move forward. What changes have there been in your life? At Steffen Financial Group, we would like to work with you and help with your future planning. Call me, Tim Steffen, or Michelle Stoller, 260-824-8175. Steffen Financial Group, 110 West Cherry Street, Bluffton, Indiana. Retirement, investments, savings plans. Steffen Financial Group can also assist with your personalized Medicare supplement, health, life, and long-term care plans. 260-824-8175. Steffen Financial Group. Solid planning, local service, professional advice.
Securities and advisory services offered through LPL Financial, a registered investment advisor, member FINRA and SIPC.
At Corrective Chiropractic, we offer individualized treatment plans for patients of all ages, from infants to elderly, and even during pregnancy. Have you ever experienced a workplace, sports, or auto accident, or just suffer from chronic pain? Corrective Chiropractic can help. Knee, neck, shoulder, or back pain, headaches, migraines, allergies, muscular tension. Corrective Chiropractic can help. I'm Dr. Josh Bell from Corrective Chiropractic. We welcome patients from Bluffton, Yoder, Decatur, Bern, Montpelier, and the surrounding areas. Schedule your appointment today at 260-353-1400 and let Corrective Chiropractic help you along your journey to health and wellness. Corrective Chiropractic, 360 North Main Street, Suite A, Dutch Mill Plaza. Feel and function better.
Back here at North Arena inside Huntington North High School at the break. Norwell leading Huntington North 18-15. Derek Decker with Noah Tobias here this evening. And Noah, when you look down at the first half stats, we were talking about it from the very opening minutes. It's the Bailey and the Hubbard show. Hubbard had 10 of Huntington's 15. Bailey had 13 of Norwell's 18. That's hard to believe in a first half that was as low scoring as that. Two guys in double figures, but really a really balanced first half between both squads. Neither team shot at a tremendous percentage, but Norwell 5 out of 10 from distance made the difference, including that one right before the buzzer.
Yeah, I mean, really, with Norwell, it's been interesting. You know, McBride's only taken a couple of shots. Now, the thing is with McBride, you know you can never count him out. I mean, we talked about at Heritage. I mean, that in itself, I don't think we have to really say any more about that game. He just came in alive there in the last quarter. So you never can count him out. You always have to keep an eye on him. And same thing, you know, with Huntington North. Really, Hubbard's just taken over for Huntington North. Now, the big question is he going to stay out of foul trouble here in the second half? Because he got 2 fouls. He, sat, I think, the last 4 minutes.
Were you surprised by that?
I think they know how important that he is to this team, and so because of that, they just had to protect him because, I mean, they know Norwell is a second half team. They've been very strong here in the second half, here in the recent history. So they need all hands on deck here in the second half, and I think they just had to protect him.
Well, this Norwell team only took 3 inside the arc in that first half. They took 10 threes and just 3 twos and knocked down a first half percentage 6 out of 13 from the floor. Huntington North was 6 out of 12. So a combined total of 25 shots taken in that first half is all. Turnovers were an issue really for both squads as well. Huntington had 8 of them. Norwell had 7. It's far too many. It's half the number of shots they've taken. That's not a sustainable number. Could be whichever team cleans that up first might have the edge here tonight.
Yeah, really it's the passing for Norwell, but then for Huntington North, it seems like they're holding on to the ball for too long. They get themselves in these positions where they're making it difficult for themselves to really do anything with it, or they're starting to back somebody down in the paint, thinking that they've got somebody on the ropes, but then all of a sudden Norwell comes in from out of nowhere because they're playing off ball, and they're getting the steal. So Huntington just kind of has to be more aware of where the Norwell defenders are and just do a little bit more of quicker passing.
2 years ago, a 22-win Norwell team came into North Arena and locked up a conference title. Trying to do the same thing here tonight on the other side of this break.
is filled with fabulous golf courses that offer a variety of experiences and are as diverse and distinct as the regions they're in. And there is one right here in your backyard that you shouldn't miss. Green Valley Golf Club, located at 2635 East, 150 North in Bluffton. You deserve a little time on the greens, so book your tee time, brush off your spikes, and get ready to play. Green Valley Golf Club, located at 2635 East, 150 North in Bluffton, just east of the Stone Quarry.
Head on out to Green Valley to hit some balls on their driving range or putting green. Call 824-4510 to reserve your tee time. Green Valley, where your friends play.
Back here at Bob Strait Court, Derek Decker, Noah Tobias, Jeff Elmers along for the broadcast tonight as well. 3-point lead for Norwell as we head into this third quarter. And Norwell is 16 minutes away from clinching at least a share of the Northeast 8. Reminder of what's on the line tonight. Norwell still has an outside chance to win the conference outright. With a victory tonight, they'll need a Leo loss either tomorrow night or next weekend, but that seems to be unlikely. If that is not the case, then Norwell will win a share and tie with Leo, assuming they win here tonight. There's also an outside chance that they could still win a share of the conference. If Norwell loses tonight, there's still an outside chance at a 4-way tie in this league. So a lot of stuff to be resolved here tonight in the conference and in the next week as Leo cleans up the rest of their conference slate. Norwell starts with the basketball out of the third quarter, or the halftime break. McBride is fouled on the turnaround by Cam McCarver, and McBride is headed to the stripe for 2.
Well, that is exactly what Huntington North did not want. Again, you know, what I said earlier during halftime, it was going to be interesting to see if Hubbard was going to stay out of foul trouble, and now all of a sudden we are 28 seconds into the second half, and he got his third, and he's coming out, and number 30, Austin Oswald, is going to be coming back in for Huntington North, so big loss.
Yeah, that's my mistake too. I called it on McCarver, and it was indeed on Hubbard before McCarver rotated over. Both free throws are good. And McBride has 5 points, a quiet 5 on just a couple of shot attempts from the floor tonight. But remember, he only took 1 shot in the first half against Heritage and then ripped off 30 in the second half on 6 triples. That 3 from the wing goes down for Will Hotchkiss to draw Huntington back to within a deuce.
Now that was really important for Huntington North at the same time.
Parker is fouled on the drive here before the shot.
And a right team personal foul on play number 21, Wyatt Dorman.
Dorman picks up his first. Hey, you're right. Hotchkiss only shoots at 29% out there. He's certainly not their best three-point shooter. Credit that to Oswald, or Hubbard if you want to go with guys with more attempts. But Oswald's the best at 54% off the bench. And he's in the game right now.
Huntington North really, I feel like, needs a stop right here just so that they can keep this momentum going off of that 3 from Hotchkiss. I mean, they really haven't been able to do anything all around as a team. I mean, again, Hubbard has just taken over, but Hubbard's on the bench right now, so they need some more people to get into this game.
Parker straight away. First basket for Jake Parker, and that's not a guy you want to get hot if you're Huntington North. All 18 of his points against Heritage were in the first quarter, and the Knights return to a 5-point lead.
And Derek, just like you said in the first half, everybody's a shooter for Norwell. I mean, you cannot count anybody out, and I think that's what makes this Norwell team so dangerous, and especially just thinking about next year. I know we're still in this year, but thinking about next year being everybody a year older, I think it's going to be an amazing year to watch. But, I mean, Norwell, they're still trying to tie up this season with a good old bow on top, having a conference title.
McBride knocks down the free throw line jumper. All of a sudden, he's got 7. Knights team, first of all, has this conference title that is in their sights immediately here down the stretch at Huntington North tonight. But then they've got a sectional title and beyond in their sights as well. Nice pass to McCarver on the block, and back-to-back buckets for Cam McCarver. Scoring picking up a little bit here to start this third quarter.
50s are going shot for shot right now. Nobody's really getting the stop.
Bailey falling away, and he buries it. Leighton Bailey, 5 triples. He's got 16 to lead all scorers, and Norwell's up a half dozen.
I think he knows that he's hot, and he's just like, give me the ball. Any way you can, give me the ball, because, man, he is having a night.
Norwell crowd trying to make a little bit of noise. Almost got a steal. Hostler stuck on the baseline, but finds the cutting Oswald for the layup.
Oswald's really been doing a good job of being in a couple of really good places. Got a couple of nice buckets there here recently.
Craig Teagle's going to use a 30-second timeout. It's a 4-point contest here. I think that's a good timeout usage. Craig Teagle's all about the defense, and Huntington North has struggled to get a stop out of the gate here in this third quarter.
Yeah, again, both teams are kind of going shot for shot right now. I mean, there's no major defense being played, but at the same time, thinking about the first half, I mean, there really wasn't a whole lot of offense being played.
Right.
I mean, there was just a lot of turnovers, so it's kind of interesting to see how both teams have transitioned coming in here to the second half.
Be Norwell ball out of the timeout as Knights will have it on the baseline. Norwell's now well over 50% from the three-point line tonight, and again, they were 13 of 19 against Heritage at 68%. It's just a team that can do that, and we've been talking to Mike McBride throughout the year. They haven't had that many great shooting nights. You think back to the holiday tournament down in Noblesville that Norwell almost came away with a win over the top-ranked teams in the state right now in Chesterton, who still has not lost, by the way, and they haven't played very many close games. Norwell's the closest game they played all year. Jake Parker reins in another 3 from the corner to give Norwell their largest lead of the night.
When one team takes a timeout, the worst thing that you can do for your coach is come out and let them take another 3 and make that shot. Offensive rebound for the Huntington Vikings. Almost a big block for Parker, but he did get him with the body.
Oh, he clobbered him from behind as Hotchkiss hit the deck. And free throws for Will Hotchkiss. First foul against Parker.
Puts Will Hotchkiss at the line.
Parker averages 12 points a night, and he's 45% from 3. I mean, there's 2 guys over in the mid-40s from 3 in Parker and McBride. And if you've got a couple of guys like that on your team, it's just hard to lose basketball games when you shoot it that consistently from downtown. Go ahead, Noah.
Well, and honestly, I'm okay with Parker making that foul. I mean, that was a good hard foul. You had to make him earn those points from the line. I mean, I think that's what you want whenever you're going to foul somebody.
But then Parker turns it over in the front court. Hotchkiss returns the favor with a TO of his own. And the Knights back on the attack halfway through the third, leading by 5. I don't know if I'm willing to give Bailey that much space right now.
Oh no. Not a chance.
I mean, he's open, and he gets any kind of breathing room, then he's pumping a 3. Instead, this time he drives to the bucket and draws a foul. And now 2 free throws coming for Leighton Bailey. He's made nothing but 3s and free throws tonight, and he's got a chance to add to his total.
He just wants the ball. I mean, he knows that he's having a night for himself, and I think his teammates really know that too, and that's why they're trying to do everything they can to just get him the ball as he makes his first.
Such a good free throw shooter, 86%. 3 subs in for Norwell in Cohen, Bailey, Colbert, and Federspiel. This is the rotation that Norwell uses. I asked Mike McBride about bringing all 3 guys in at the same time, which he does consistently. And he said, that's just kind of how it ends up working out. You know, it's not necessarily planned. It's just whatever we feel like is going to be an advantage in the game, and feels like this group on the floor gels together well, despite having 3 subs.
And I think that's a really cool thing as a coach, to be comfortable enough to make that kind of a rotation consistently. I mean, that's a lot of different bodies that you're working with all at the same time.
Southpaw 3 comes up short for Ostwald, over 50% on the season. Parker left unmarked in transition. Another 3 goes down for Jake Parker, and Norwell's lead is 10, and Craig Teagle has to use another timeout, and the Norwell fans come to their feet. Largest lead of the night for the Knights, leading by double digits on the road.
Nick Huffman, a Bluffton High School graduate, is ready to help you buy, sell, or build your dream home. If you're ready to start a new chapter in your life, now's the time. With historic low interest rates, houses are moving at lightning speed. Whether you need single-family, multifamily, agricultural, commercial, property management, mixed use, or land development, give Nick a call or text at 827-8255 or send him a message on Facebook at Real Estate by Nick Huffman. Nick is located at the Steffen Group at 107 West Market Street in Bluffton. His number again is 827-8255.
9 threes in this contest for Norwell Noah. They lead it by 10 now. Jake Parker has caught fire. 3 triples out of the break.
Again, you just knew that it was going to happen. But you are always asking the question, when? Yeah, Norwell didn't have a great start to this game. Huntington North didn't either. And because of that, Norwell was able to capitalize here late. I think it would have been a different game if Huntington North would have caught hot early on in the game.
Right.
And Norwell would have had to claw their way back. But because Norwell had a slight lead at halftime, they knew, okay, we're totally fine. Just got to calm ourselves down, hit a few threes, get hot, and we're good.
Yeah, and you do wonder how much, again, mentally, the Bailey 3 at the buzzer played into the, what they felt like going into the locker room. That can really make a difference for a team. Now they're active out of the timeout, and that's a turnover out of the Craig Teagle TO, and that, again, cannot make him happy. And Norwell will try to be patient on this possession because building a 10-point lead in a game where possessions now are becoming at a premium, it's a rather low-scoring game, although Norwell's matched their first half output in the first 6 minutes of this third quarter. Colbert on the drive. McBride has it knocked loose, finds Cohen Bailey, and he gets stripped underneath the basket. Austin Oswald with the D.
Q-Bar is back in.
I mean, at this point, you've got to have him in the game, probably for the rest of the game. Hubbard through contact.
And that's really what Huntington North needed. And I agree, Derek. I think you kind of have to leave him in the game for the rest of the game at this point, just because Norwell, you got to do something to help at least match what they're doing, because if you don't, it's going to get out of control for the Vikings.
Hubbard's got a dozen. Bailey faces up. Parker just throws it at the rim. And that was an ill-advised shot. Mike McBride rather, is displeased with that look. It's really probably the first forced shot Norwell's taken in this third quarter.
And again, I think Parker kind of knows that he's hot at this point too, and so he's just trying to force something and hoping it goes in. But that's, at this point, when you've got a lead like this, that's the wrong mindset. You got to slow things down, make sure you're getting that right shot.
I think you're going to see that right now as inside of a minute to go in this third quarter, Norwell leading by 8 and trying to hang on to this thing as long as they can get away with. I don't remember more than 1 turnover in this third quarter for Norwell. And again, they had 7 in the first half, and that was a problem. Again, they only attempted 15 shots in the first half, 13 shots actually, and turned it over 7 times.
I was going to say, really, they didn't have a whole lot of chances to shoot the ball.
That means they only had 20 possessions in the first half. That is a slow tempo game. 10 seconds left. Colbert. 10-point lead, and Huntington had trouble getting it in. They will not get that shot off as the third quarter comes to a close, and Norwell has taken over here at Huntington North. They lead at 38-28 heading to the final quarter of play on The Voice.
Good evening, Norwell basketball fans. My name is Nathan Shelton. As an advisor at Shelton Financial Group, the thing I enjoy most is talking to our clients about what matters to them. As our clients prepare for and enjoy retirement, some enjoy spending time with their grandkids, some prefer to travel the world, and for others, it's giving of time and resources. As you think of and prepare for your retirement, we'd love to talk with you either virtually or in person at one of our office locations in Ossian or Fort Wayne. You can also call us at 260-436-7006. Nathan Nathan Shelton, investment advisor representative of USA Financial Securities, member FINRA SIPC, a registered investment advisor.
Thanks to all of our sponsors for keeping these broadcasts free. We'll have a couple of games in the remainder of the season for you here on Wells County Voice, and then we'll have sectional coverage from the Castle coming up here in a couple of weeks. Only 3 games left in the regular season for this Norwell team. Jay County at home coming up next Friday night, and then Saturday they turn around, go on the road to the Cage at Concordia, and then finish up at Homestead. That is a tough stretch to finish out the regular season.
Yeah, I was actually there watching the Homestead game versus New Haven. I didn't watch the entire game, but Homestead, they're a tough basketball team, and the fact is, Derek, I don't know if you know this, but Fletcher Lawyer actually got teed up twice.
Yeah, he got ejected
in that game, got ejected and everything, and he has to miss his conference finale tonight at Concordia. So it'll be interesting to see what that score is going to be, but I'm sure Homestead will just take care of business.
Now, nice play for Dorman out of the timeout. So Huntington's back within 8. This game is far from over. Norwell's less than 8 minutes away from a share of the conference title, but there's a lot of work to do, and they're going to have to score several more times to finish this thing off. Being as low scoring as it is, this Huntington team shoots it well from the line too, but neither team is in foul trouble here in this second half. Bailey floats it up there and got the roll. It's been that kind of night for Leighton Bailey, who has 20 points. He's got half of Norwell's offense.
I mean, he was a little off balance there even as he went up for that shot. He kind of had to put his upper body up to the right just to get around one of the Viking players. The fact that that ball was able to bounce in is a great shot by Leighton Bailey. And again, he knows he's hot right now. He's been hot this entire game. Keep feeding him the ball.
Left open on the perimeter was Dorman, but he missed it short. He had all the time in the world there. Dorman has only made 4 all year, so I think maybe by design there, instead of a breakdown, Parker a high arching 3 from the corner, and Boland keeps the rebound alive, and Norwell will have a second chance. Mike McBride putting palms down, saying slow it down, and now McBride just got fouled by Hubbard, and that is a needless foul with 6.5 minutes to go. He has got to be on the floor for the Vikings.
I mean, why? I don't understand.
I don't either.
Why he thinks that that's a good idea to be that physical. I know that you have a chance to get the ball, but at the same time, you got to know how many fouls you have.
Yeah.
And you got to be disciplined enough to not make that play.
McBride rising, fire, and he swirls it home.
And it's for that reason you should not try to make that play, because now you're even in a worse situation if he would have just made that 3 without the foul.
Comes the Norwell crowd again. That shot is short. Second opportunity missed, but a foul on the backside will send Zach Hubbard to the line. Third foul against Kraft. I think going back to your point, Noah, you have got to understand, if you're Zach Hubbard, this is not desperation mode yet. There's plenty of time left in the game. You're going to have some possessions, and you just cannot afford to get a foul like that. Now he's got to play really smart down the stretch here. One more mistake will cost him the night.
Well, and it looks like number 4, Eric Holzer, he's going to come in for Hubbard here, and actually, no, he won't.
Yeah, Hubbard's still on the floor, misses the free throw, but gets the putback bucket, and all of a sudden, it's a 10-point game once again. It was a 3-point trip there for Huntington North to keep it at a manageable distance here. But under 6 minutes to go, and Norwell continues to shoot an outrageous percentage here in this second half.
Looks like Huntington North is in a 3-2 zone, I believe.
That's interesting because...
Oh, no, it's a morphing. Okay.
It was. They kind of settled back and sagged into a 3-2.
Oh, that's his 5th?
Now,
oh,
Hubbard,
my gosh.
if it's on Hubbard, he just fouled out of the game, and he did. Unbelievable. Hubbard just fouled out of the game, and Huntington loses 15 points on offense tonight. That's amazing.
Again, why? Why do you think that is a good idea to do?
Just had 2 fouls in the fourth quarter, 25 feet away from the bucket.
Oh, my goodness.
That is incredible.
I mean, that totally changes the game for Huntington North.
Oh, yeah. Well, we saw what the offense was without him in the game, and it was really non-existent. They made the 1-3 from Hosler, and that was basically it in that first half.
that's just crazy to me. I mean, I know Teagle was trying to sub him out there if he was going to make his second free throw, but again, you've got to be disciplined enough to not do that.
Huntington North is so good in this building. They're 7-2 this year. They were 7-2 last year as well. But Norwell's trying to figure out a way to hang on here in the final 5 minutes as they turn it over.
So now Huntington North has to capitalize on this turnover. I mean, they need something out of this.
On the curl, Hostler. Hostler fading away, and he gets it to go. Eric Hostler with his second triple, and the Vikings aren't done yet. 7-point game.
And they needed that just to show themselves, okay, we can make some points without Hubbard being on the floor. I mean, now they just need to get a couple more stops, and this will be an even better game.
Great pass by Bailey to find Bolin, who has not scored tonight, and he gets fouled.
And the thing is, Bolin really hasn't needed to score, and usually in any game, he doesn't really need to score at all just because of how many shooters Norwell does have. But he's just, again, that big, wide body down low who can also move really well. I mean, that's what Norwell needs if they don't have height.
There's a whistle and a timeout called by Mike McBride, his first TO. It's a 30. So we'll keep it right here with 4:18 left. Norwell leading 44-36. One more free throw on the other side of the timeout for Brody Bolin. This is big sequence for Norwell as well. Bolin's not a great free throw shooter, knocked down the first one, and he's in a high-pressure situation here. Norwell almost all season has handled these high-pressure situations. They've won almost every close game they've been in. Again, you think back to that Noblesville tournament, they lost back-to-back games. Chesterton at the end, which there's no reason to hang your head about a loss to them. Same thing with Leo when they came back home after the break. And outside of a 3-point loss at Mississinewa, they're a few possessions away from being undefeated. It's a team that understands how to win. They've come so far from last year where it really took them the bulk of the season to just try to figure out how to close games out down the stretch. They've gotten to a much better place in those situations this year, and it's showing up here tonight with 4:18 to go and a chance to close it out.
And Norwell has done a really good job at finishing. Yeah, they've had their few games here and there, but at the same time, they're still number 12 in 3A. I mean, they've had a great season. They just need to finish a couple more times. And I think, no matter if they win or lose this game, this is a good game for them as we're getting towards the end of this year, as we're heading in towards sectional too.
Well, and I think all three of the remaining games will be good sectional experience as well. You've got Jay County, who's a quality 3A ball club, and then Concordia and Homestead to finish it out on the road. It's a tough ask, but it's always a good measuring stick too, as McBride picks up a foul on the drive. It's always a good measuring stick to see where you're at against Homestead too, because Homestead's kind of that next level, next tier that you want to figure out really how close you are. Might be a good way to gauge their potential run in the state tournament, judging on how they compete with Homestead. It might also play a factor in if they get to play at the Hall of Fame tournament next year as well, which they did get a call from Chris May and talking about potentially playing in that tournament, so they're on the watch list to get into that outstanding event. Putback bucket, no good for Hotchkiss, but a third opportunity here coming up for the Vikings as they picked up back-to-back offensive rebounds. McCarver floats it over Bolin.
Talking about the game against Homestead that's going to be coming up, I actually did see Mike McBride scouting Homestead when they were playing New Haven a couple nights ago on Wednesday. And again, I think he knows that they do have a chance to beat Homestead. And the fact that a small school like Norwell has an opportunity to beat a team like Homestead with, a guy that's going to go to Purdue next year, I mean, that really does say a lot.
Big bucket underneath for Luke Graft. And a chance at three here. Hotchkiss picks up the foul. Second and one opportunity for Luke Graft tonight. And he pushes the lead back to 10. Norwell has gotten the big buckets in this second half when they've needed them. It has been an impressive response here tonight. And a really good road performance turned in thus far. Oh, that's an offensive foul. That's the easiest call in the history of basketball, as Will Hotchkiss just plowed over Luke Graff. And it takes some muscle to send Graff flying like that, because he's a guy that really stands his ground, doesn't take a lot of offensive fouls. That was abundantly clear.
Well, and I think Hotchkiss, he kind of got bodied up there in that last possession. He kind of got pushed to the ground all at minute. But I think he was a little frustrated because of that play, and so he just took it out right there.
Another full timeout. We'll be right back on The Voice.
At the YMCA, their mission is to build healthy spirit, mind, and body for all. Physical activity is one of the best things you can do to improve your health. It is vital for healthy aging and can reduce the burden of chronic diseases and prevent early death. According to the CDC, active people generally live longer and are at less risk for serious health problems like heart disease, type 2 diabetes, obesity, and some cancers. For people with chronic diseases, physical activity can help manage these conditions. Visit fwymca.org to learn more.
10-point lead for Norwell here. Closing moments at Huntington North. This is the point in the game where you really start to feel it if you're a Norwell fan and a player for the Knights. It's just a moment where, you're a couple possessions away from putting this thing on ice and putting together a second conference championship in 3 years.
I mean, that's huge. I mean, honestly, with Norwell, again, being as young as they are, this has been a great season.
No seniors.
I mean, again, I know I mentioned this earlier and probably shouldn't continue to bring this back up, but I will. Next year is going to be something amazing, because this year is already something really, really great. Because I think a lot of people looked at Norwell's roster and was like, no seniors, so where are the points going to come from? Well, anybody.
Well, and everybody knew Noah about McBride. I mean, it's a guy that's been known for a long time now. There's a foul sending Bailey to the line. Everybody's known about McBride, but it's really been the development and emergence of Leighton Bailey and Jake Parker as outside consistent threats each and every night. It's pushed him to this next tier, being consistently ranked in 3A most of the season.
Yeah, Leighton Bailey, he was working really hard during the summertime. I did officiate a couple of his games, and he was being coached by a great guy. He was on a great competitive team. I mean, I think that's only making him stronger here, because he knows, again, what's possible for this team, and he just wants to continue to contribute, and he's obviously doing that tonight.
8 second-half points make it 9, a game total of 22 for Leighton Bailey, and Norwell is up a dozen. Foul on the baseline against Bailey to stop play.
It's not a terrible foul. Norwell, they got a couple of fouls to give here still, with only 2:17 left to go in this game. I mean, again, they only have 14 fouls.
Hotchkiss on the block. Turns and scores.
Basket's good by Will Hotchkiss.
7 points for Hotchkiss. He's been quiet tonight, and they needed him inside and did not get the production that they needed from him. 2 minutes to go, and Norwell still leading by double digits. Only led by 3 at halftime. Now Bailey turns it over here, and Hotchkiss is given a gift, and the Vikings have a little life. But they need to score basically every trip down the floor from here on out. Part of the problem with running such a patient offense is they don't have the ability to score quickly. And this has been a 30-second possession. Hostler could not get the roll, and Bolin has the rebound. Big board for Brody Bolin. And Huntington's going to have to start fouling at some point, trailing by 10. Bailey and McBride play catch. Those are two really good free throw shooters. And so is Parker. They're doing a great job here. Basically going 4 corners with 63 seconds to go. Parker will be the man headed to the line.
I mean, that's just great passing. And not one of those passes was really a dangerous pass. It had a purpose every single time they let go of the ball. And again, to know that there are no seniors and they have that great of court vision, that much discipline. That's really a great job by those guys.
Norwell calls a timeout with 1:03 to go, leading by 10, closing in on a conference title.
Bluffton Roofing Incorporated prides themselves on developing a long-term relationship with their customers, listening to their needs and suggesting the proper course of action, be it preventative maintenance, repair, or replacement. Bluffton Roofing and owner James Worth are GAF certified and are certified weather stopper roofing contractors. Bluffton Roofing is fully insured, protecting you and your home. Call 824-3564 or 307-6313. Bluffton Roofing Incorporated. Quality first home improvements.
Back here at North Arena, Derek Decker with Noah Tobias. Jeff Elmore's along for the ride as well. 10-point game. One more free throw coming for Jake Parker. What do you think the message is in the timeout right now for Mike McBride?
I mean, just continue to be smart. I mean, right there at the beginning, or right before they were called that timeout, doing just such a great job of not trying to force anything because they know their position in this game right now. I mean, 63 seconds left in this game. 10 points. I mean, it's a 4-possession game right now. Just continue to be smart. You know, no, don't need any fouls, nothing like that.
Parker splits the pair, and it's 51-40 as Parker's into double figures, and Huntington's got to go in a hurry. Hostler to the rim and scoops it in, and a timeout called by Craig Teagle. This is a 30. Cuts it back to a 9-point game. By the way, that was the first basket of the night for Ashton Hostler, who's headed to St. Francis to play soccer next year. But what's the strategy here for Huntington North? How soon do you foul? I mean, I think you're basically out of room for air and breathing room at this point. So to me, it's basically a foul right away if you don't get a steal.
Yeah, I would agree with you. I mean, you just got to do something right away. You can't let any more clock go off than you have to, just because the clock is obviously not their friend being down by 4 possessions or 3 possessions.
Well, the results tonight do not matter for Norwell because Leo does not play till tomorrow night at Columbia City, and they play DeKalb next Saturday. So we won't know for sure whether Norwell is alone at the top of the Northeast 8, but they've wrapped up a share if they hang on here tonight, and will be in position to be the only other team besides Leo to have a chance at the title. Knocked out of bounds on the inbounds play from Luke Graft, so they'll have to recoil and try it again.
There we go.
Waited for Bailey.
I can't believe they're not fouling already. That's crazy.
Parker is fouled. Parker's an 81% shooter. All three of those shooters that we mentioned that are good from distance, Parker, Bailey, and McBride, are all over 80% at the line.
Parker at the line for the Knights, shooting 2.
I mean, do you think Tinkle's strategy right there was to try to get a 10-second call?
I don't know, but at this point in the game with 43 seconds left, Parker misses another one here. Their offense just does not have the explosiveness to do that anyway, so don't know how effective fouling every time is anyway, especially when you've got guys like Parker and Bailey going to the line. It's guaranteed at least a point, which is enough at this point. That makes it a 4-possession game again. Hostler again, feeding it, and Oswald's fouled.
We get a nice personal foul on number 5, Jake Parker.
Jake Parker picks up the personal. Oswald has just 2 points tonight. He averages 8 a game and is a 69% free throw shooter.
Number 21, Wyatt Dorman.
Dorman will replace Hotchkiss here. Little offense-defense. Oswald short on the second one. Bolin the rebound. That's a good foul by Huntington there, realizing Bolin had the basketball. That's the only guy, you know, him and Graft really are the two that you want to pick if you're a defense.
Number 10, Ashton Hostler.
And Hostler picks up his fourth with 31 seconds to go. Boland's guaranteed 2 here. And Norwell still leading by 9.
If I was Norwell, I would not be super aggressive like they have been this game. You know, I mean, they got a foul there in Huntington North's last possession. You know, if they want to try to force something, okay. Especially if Brody gets this shot, if he makes this free throw, yeah, I would not try to be aggressive with them at all.
Boland close to 50% on the year, and he's 4 of 4 tonight. He defends this fall-away jumper no good. McBride now ripping through and is fouled, and Norwell's putting the finishing touches on right here. And the Norwell fans can recognize it. The Norwell bench is on its feet. It's going to be a road victory in one of the toughest places to win in the conference to seal the deal. It's so fun that this game happens in the last game of the regular season in the conference. That's such a blast. It just turned out again this year that everything was on the line as it was 2 years ago.
Yeah, this has always been, you know, one of the matchups that you look forward to at the beginning of the year, especially when it is at Huntington North. Because again, this is a great gym. I think this is definitely one of the greatest, if not the greatest gym in the NE8.
Oh, yeah.
Funnest to play in, I mean, at all. And again, Norwell has a lot of fond memories of this place back in 2012 whenever they won semi-state. I mean, it's an incredible place to think about when you think about Norwell history.
Bride comes out of the game here, and 5 subs are on the floor for the Knights, and they will defend here with 20 seconds to go, leading by a baker's dozen. No reason to foul as they come to their feet, and Huntington North is going to suffer a loss. That high-arching 3, no good. Saved in. Shelton will pick it up. Hepner will dribble it out. The Norwell Knights have clinched a share of the Northeast State title as they knock off Huntington North here in the final game of the conference slate. What a win on the road here tonight. Norwell shoots it an outstanding percentage in the second half and finishes off a comfortable victory, winning their 17th game of the season. Noah, a complete performance in the second half. Remember, they only had 18 points at halftime. Came out in the third quarter, completely established the tone, made a couple of threes right out of the gate, and pushed up to a big win here on the road.
And again, we were talking about this earlier in this game. We knew it was going to happen. All of Norwell knows that they just needed a little bit of warming up to do because that first half was not really their best basketball, especially the first quarter was not their best basketball with a lot of turnovers right there. And you know, you got to think, if you were playing against a better team, would that have made more of a difference? And if Norwell would have been down at half, you know, how would they have responded with that, especially with the conference title on the line? You know, a lot of stress with this game, but it's good to see that they were able to come out and get this victory.
What a ball game here tonight. Norwell wins 56-43. We'll have post-game thoughts from head coach Mike McBride in just a few moments on WellsCountyVoice.com.
When looking to sell or buy a home in Wells County, it's so important to work with an experienced full-time agent from the local area. I'm Bev Grish, and I'm beginning my 24th year helping families in the real estate business and would love to guide your family through the process. When you choose to work with a local agent who knows the Wells County market, you are a step ahead. I have built good working relationships with local lenders, realtors, inspectors, contractors, and appraisers, and it helps the process go smoothly. Whether you are buying your first home, a larger home, investment property, dream home, selling a long-time family business, or downsizing into retirement, I'm here to help. Heartfelt thanks for supporting me 24 years in the real estate business I truly love. Bev sells Wells at 466-1822.
Bluffton Roofing Incorporated prides themselves on developing a long-term relationship with their customers, listening to their needs and suggesting the proper course of action, be it preventative maintenance, repair, or replacement. Bluffton Roofing and owner James Worth are GAF certified and are certified weather stopper roofing contractors. Bluffton Roofing is fully insured, protecting you and your home. Call 824-3564 or 307-6313. Bluffton Roofing Incorporated. Quality first home improvements.
At Corrective Chiropractic, we offer individualized treatment plans for patients of all ages, from infants to elderly, and even during pregnancy. Have you ever experienced a workplace, sports, or auto accident, or just suffer from chronic pain? Corrective Chiropractic can help. Knee, neck, shoulder, or back pain, headaches, migraines, allergies, muscular tension. Corrective Chiropractic can help. I'm Dr. Josh Bell from Corrective Chiropractic. We welcome patients from Bluffton, Yoder, Decatur, Bern, Montpelier, and the surrounding areas. Schedule your appointment today at 260-353-1400 and let Corrective Chiropractic help you along your journey to health and wellness. Corrective Chiropractic, 360 North Main Street, Suite A, Dutch Mill Plaza. Feel and function better.
Did you sprain your ankle playing with your kids last night? Have you had a nagging pain while training for an upcoming race? Or do you have an upcoming surgery? Indiana Physical Therapy understands how important and valuable your time is to you. At Indiana Physical Therapy, we can schedule you within 24 hours at any of our 19 convenient clinics. With trusted results, you can count on Indiana Physical Therapy to get you better, faster. You don't need a referral from your doctor, and all insurances are accepted, including Anthem. IPT is your choice for physical therapy. So what are you waiting for? Call Indiana Physical Therapy right now at 260-209-2464 to schedule an appointment, or go online to indianapt.com. Indiana Physical Therapy, where people go to get better.
Is filled with fabulous golf courses that offer a variety of experiences and are as diverse and distinct as the regions they're in. And there is one right here in your backyard that you shouldn't miss. Green Valley Golf Club, located at 2635 East, 150 North in Bluffton. You deserve a little time on the greens, so book your tee time, brush off your spikes, and get ready to play. Green Valley Golf Club, located at 2635 East, 150 North in Bluffton, just east of the Stone Quarry.
Head on out to Green Valley to hit some balls on their driving range or putting green. Call 824-4510 to reserve your tee time. Green Valley, where your friends play.
Cleaning One Incorporated, your cleaning specialists. They offer a great variety of cleaning services, commercial cleaning, cleaning windows, strip and wax floors, clean carpets, complete sanitizing of facilities, floor repair or replacement. They will also schedule a PM maintenance program.
At Cleaning One, your security is their top priority. They do a complete background check on each of their employees so you can feel good about letting them into your homes. For more information, give Rob a call at 260-409-2564 or give Bob a call, 260-403-7676. Or you can simply send them an email at officeonecleaning@yahoo.com.
Cleaning One Incorporated, your cleaning specialists.
Nick Huffman, a Bluffton High School graduate, is ready to help you buy, sell, or build your dream home. If you're ready to start a new chapter in your life, now's the time. With historic low interest rates, houses are moving at lightning speed. Whether you need single-family, multifamily, agricultural, commercial, property management, mixed use, or land development, give Nick a call or text at 827-8255 or send him a message on Facebook at Real Estate by Nick Huffman. Nick is located at the Stephan Group at 107 West Market Street in Bluffton. His number again is 827-8255.
At the YMCA, their mission is to build healthy spirit, mind, and body for all. Physical activity is one of the best things you can do to improve your health. It is vital for healthy aging and can reduce the burden of chronic diseases and prevent early death. According to the CDC, active people generally live longer and are at less risk for serious health problems like heart disease, type 2 diabetes, obesity, and some cancers. For people with chronic diseases, physical activity can help manage these conditions. Visit fwymca.org to learn more.
Good evening, Norwell basketball fans. My name is Nathan Shelton. As an advisor at Shelton Financial Group, the thing I enjoy most is talking to our clients about what matters to them. As our clients prepare for and enjoy retirement, some enjoy spending time with their grandkids, some prefer to travel the world, and for others, it's giving of time and resources. As you think of and prepare for your retirement, we'd love to talk with you either virtually or in person at one of our office locations in Ossian or Fort Wayne. You can also call us at 260-436-7006. Nathan Shelton, investment advisor representative of USA Financial Securities, member FINRA SIPC, a registered investment advisor.
Back here at Huntington North, about to be joined by Norwell head coach Mike McBride. Coach, congratulations on your second conference title, a big win for your group. The third quarter, you only had 18 points at halftime. Talk about how big the three was at the end of the first half. How much did that play in mentally going into the locker room to take the lead rather than being tied?
Yeah, I will talk about the end of the first half because I thought we had two big plays there. First was the defensive pressure that Luke McBride was able to put on their guard and created the travel.
Right.
I thought that was really big because otherwise they're going to get the last shot.
Mm-hmm.
And that creates a travel with 3.6 seconds. And I know we talk about Leighton knocking down a three, but let's talk about the pass. What a pass by Luke to be able to recognize as he split through two guys, and then another guy comes up, and instead of forcing it, he just finds the open guy there.
Well, and everybody in the gym thinks McBride's taking the shot.
Yeah.
And Bailey's sitting wide open, and he had a great first half and ended up with a team-high 22.
Yeah, Leighton played great tonight. I thought he was outstanding. I thought our guys did a great job finding him. He played with tremendous confidence tonight. I thought Luke McBride, he had 12 points, but I thought he played a great basketball game. He didn't hardly force a thing. He found his open teammates. I mean, and he didn't shoot very many shots, I'm guessing, and he probably shot a pretty high percentage. I don't know how many he shot, but I didn't think he shot very many.
He was 3 out of 4.
That's what I'm saying. So, I mean, you got to give them credit for their defensive game plan. And again, they're incredibly well coached, always have been. And for us to come in here and close it out against a senior group, that's just a great testament to our guys. And I thought Jake Parker, he stepped up big in the third quarter, had the 3 threes for him. And it was a great team effort tonight by our guys. I thought our bench guys played well, rebounding and defense. And I'm just so proud of them and what they were able to do tonight. And I thought we did a great job at the end of the game, still looking to attack. And then let's talk about Brody Bolin going to the line and knocking in, 4 for 4 free throws in the fourth quarter. And he's put a lot of time into his free throws, and it showed tonight.
What was the biggest factor you think that created separation in the third quarter to grow that lead to double digits and a lead that you really never
Well, I thought,
surrendered after
again,
that?
I'm going to go to a really good play by Luke McBride. We talked about Hubbard having 2 fouls, and we told our guys, especially Luke, if you get Hubbard on you, you go ahead and attack him right away. And it happened right away to start the third quarter. Luke McBride attacks him, and we get the third foul on him right away, and he has to go to the bench. And I thought that had a big key to the game because he had 10 of their 15 points in the first half.
Yeah.
And it pretty much just took they just didn't have enough offense without him.
Well, you've got Jay County coming up next week. You get a chance to celebrate here. Which
we are. When I get to the locker room.
Yeah, everybody's been tying you up. There's like 15 media members that have talked to you. But, hey, thanks a lot for coming up. You got Jay County next week. What kind of game does this play? We were talking about it all night. The last 3 games against quality opponents. How do you use that to prepare for sectional in a couple of weeks?
Well, I mean, again, this is a tournament game. It's a tournament-level game.
Right.
Your best players got to make plays, and then you got to make free throws to win the game. We go 16 out of 20. Mm-hmm. And, you got to defend. We defended tonight, and we rebounded. And it's a tournament-level game. It prepares us for us. That's what we've been playing. We're taking tomorrow off. We got to go celebrate tonight in the locker room, and then we'll take tomorrow off, and then we'll figure out what we got to do for Jay County on Sunday.
Yeah, there's no reason to worry about that right now. Coach, thanks a lot for coming up. Congrats on a conference title.
All right, thanks. I appreciate it. I think they're waiting in there with water bottles for me right now.
That's Norwell head coach Mike McBride joining us on the post-game show here tonight. Noah, let's put the finishing touches on. Norwell wins 56-43, their second conference title in 3 years.
I mean, really, with how they started tonight, I don't think we knew exactly what was going to happen. But at the same time, in the back of your head, you knew that Norwell was going to come alive one way or another. And to see that they actually did come through with that was a really great job by Mike McBride and his staff. I think this only shows, again, how much potential there is, yes, for next year. But at the same time, you're thinking about this year.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, there's a huge potential for what they can do in the postseason. Even if they get down, if they're starting out slow, you know that there is always a chance for somebody, not even just Luke, but somebody to come alive and take over this game for the Knights.
Norwell wins their 17th game of the season. They guarantee a share of this year's Northeast 8 Conference title without a senior on the roster. They improved to 17-3 overall. 3 games left in the regular season. Jay County, Concordia, and Homestead. Huntington North falls to 12-6. They finished the conference slate a tough-earned 4-3 on the season. They're back in action again tomorrow night when they travel to Southside. That'll wrap up tonight's broadcast here tonight from Huntington North. We'll be back on the air next Friday as the Norwell Knights host Jay County for senior night in the home finale for the Knights, although they'll play the sectional at the Castle as well. So senior nights, seniors will be recognized, except they don't have any seniors, so there's some other staff that'll be recognized along with the rest of the basketball team and all the support staff that makes this season a reality. They improved to 17-3 tonight. Final score one more time. It's Norwell 56, Huntington North 43. On behalf of my partner Noah Tobias, Jeff Elmore, and our owners Scott and Dale Mentzer, I'm Derek Decker saying so long and God bless.
We hope you enjoyed this broadcast of high school sports on the Voice Enterprises. Remember, none of this would be possible without the continued support of our sponsors. Please use their services whenever possible, and when you see them, tell them thank you. Join us again next time on the Voice Enterprises.